Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, 15 for flag. Let's go, deep. Watch the safety creep. Pass it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now this time Murray to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yellow. Shot 56. Silver. Orange flag. 15.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Coleman now gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Tackles. Check 99. Two leg. Attack.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
43. 43. Exit.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Isaiah McKenzie, 73 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. It's caught. Smith. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out of the field, defense.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Crunch time, defense. Check. Lucky. Check 3.
Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
You got 4. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Go. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Watch the slant.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here we go. Jim. Banjo.
Now Saquon Barkley. And some room to run now. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Check 52.
Second down, Murray sets to throw, eluding the pressure right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I like the play call. Roll him out, give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Kill, turn up. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. You can't block me. Look there. Block me. 45 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
43, 15. 43.
Charlie.
Come back.
Show it up.
Yellow.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Mike, 56. General, Max.
Easy. 15.
Shift. Watch the shift. Where you at? Echo. Is that yours? Who's that?
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Watch the screen.
Yellow.
56.
Come back.
56. Right there. 56. Zoom, fellas. Let's go. Mike 56.
Hey, yellow. Go going. Here we go, 15. Hey, rip lift.
Check 31.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Check 24.
Attack.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray forced out to his left. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
First down, Grant. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check, 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 check. Check. Go, go. Check out.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They will run with Grant. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, 57, 57.
That's all right. H3, 218. Chopper. Check one.
Collect. Yellow.
Come on, switch it. Slam.
15.
Chopper.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm scared. Back.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tevin Coleman taking it in. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was brought down by Taylor Rapp. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. From the 27, Murray dancing to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Murray now sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Watch the slip. Go. 45, Mike, 45. Here we go.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies.
And that's caught inside the 30. They're all the way home for a Broncos score. DK Metcalf, 69 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Murray. Buying time to his left. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Check. Yellow. Slam. 43. Deuce.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Burns able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
15. Well, easy. Motion. Right on these two.
Scene 6.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
First down at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On second and 10, Mahomes. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Tight dog.
6. Yellow. 43.
Bang. Here we go. Orbit.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
All day.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes on the crossing route, complete. It's Grant. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
65, 65, 65.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tevin Coleman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Throwing now is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He's got room to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Morrison. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yellow. Wait. 56. Hey, 15.
On second down, it's Coleman, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Broncos on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here we go. 50 sacks. Go to base. 55 to Mike. Push him back. Check that.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
The Broncos on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Morrison hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wait.
Here we go. Jim.
On 1st down, it's Morrison. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. A little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7. And the Dolphin 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
Check out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Murray gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card.
You. Hey, Mike 51. Let's get it together, Chief.
To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Let's go. 90 is the mark.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big.
It's a turnover on down.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
He's crazy.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throw left side complete. That's Grant. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
56 to Mike. Check pass. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now Mahomes. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason.